Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of the Marble Invites Talk Show. This time, we are recapping events 7 to 9 as we enter the back half of the season. So this time around, I'm actually joined by Mr. Powder himself, Ramen.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Ramen Powder. Uh, Probably I don't know if you've heard, but I exist. I run the Quadrilla Marble League, and I am honored to be here for the Marble Invites Talk Show. Lots to talk about, I think, today,
All right.
Biscuit.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna tell you to tell the world a fact about yourself. Thank you for doing that already.
I'm prepared. They call me Mr. Prepared. No, that they call Quack that. They they don't call me anything.
Okay. Uh. Event 7. Uh, Event 7 and 9, things definitely happen. So let's start with uphill drag.
Yeah, Poseidon's really that was actually one of the closest fights for gold. They right ahead of the grayscales by like less than a centimeter. Grayscales almost went back to back, which would have been the first time in Marble Invites history. And spoiler alert, that does happen, but not the grayscales. It is the Poseidons. But we'll get to that later, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Poseidons barely ahead of the two like main challengers for the title. Well, Time Watchers and then the second main challenger, which is the Grayscales.
Uh,
But yeah, it was very close.
yeah, Grayscales notably taking up a another silver after their amazing event 4 to 6 stretch. So honestly, so yeah, things going were going so well for are going so well for them right now. So
Hmm.
yeah, still they are like after this event there are still like a whole 15 points behind the Time Watchers, but you know that lead is slowly shrinking. So
Yeah, but even then, Time Watchers still get another medal. Like even if it's bronze, at this point after Event 7, they're 5 for 7 in medals. And I believe Seoul also got their second bronze after the sprint. So that marble also really making a name for themselves.
yeah, that's kind of
But
crazy.
it's not silver and it's not gold.
Yeah, I mean, still, Soul like getting a medal, like they don't exist. Like, keep that in mind. They aren't real. It's only Luna and Kronos from JML. Soul is just some rando they picked off the street, essentially.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I think in the MVM standings, they are behind Fairy, who also doesn't exist.
Yo, I mean, I
It's
will
so
say, at
it's
the
so
very
just
least, during the stretch, I believe Pixie did win a legitimate gold by themselves. Not a gold, but a medal, a bronze.
a
It was
medal,
bronze.
yeah.
Um,
Yes,
not
they're
this,
not a fraud, which is
not
great to see.
Not this event though. They got Nymph in this event and they got 13th. So, yikes.
Yeah, also Scorpiers, shout out to them. They got fourth after second in event 6, so really turning it around after a pretty terrible first quarter at least,
Yeah,
first third. But the Scorpiers were also very close to a medal and unfortunately didn't pan out for them.
yeah. They
But
still,
also Abstract Aquatics, dead last.
yeah, it fell
Ooh.
5 spots because of that. They fall down to 11th, and also Golden Cheeses with a stinker. They got 15th and fell 4 spots. Now back to the bottom four where QML resides normally.
I was wondering how long it would take for us to talk about Golden Cheeses or Pastry Party, to be honest. Basically, our teams.
Less than five
Uh,
minutes.
even when I'm here on the show, the QML bashing will never stop.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love my life. It's okay. As I say, when
Hey,
we'll be back one day, one season, I'll have my time. Maybe it's this season. Who knows? Things could happen.
yeah, you could win 3 whole gold medals, which would uh yeah, the Time Watchers have a lot of stinkers. So then you can get up to like first, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's very possible. I think it's bound to happen. But yeah, the Golden Cheeses at this point after Event 7, they only really had their second bad event of the season. Like they had the 14th and balancing, and then the second to Event 6 stretch was all just kind of mid, and then there was that one podium. But like in general, the bottom half of the standings. This goes for like like even now after event 9. It's really really close.
Yeah.
No team is like it's not a there's no Green Lotus Party Crasher situation like last season. No one's tanking that much,
No tank.
which
No
I don't
tank.
know. Some people like tanks, but I guess there's no tank
It's
bull
an
this time.
8-team tank bull.
A team. If no one's the tank bull, everyone's the tank bull,
Yeah.
except the Time Watchers.
Well, no, it's yeah, it's a 15-team tank bull.
Fire.
Yeah. So again, looking back, what other teams did not well? Electric Energy. Electric Energy fell off.
They love 14th.
Like,
They really love 14th.
they sure do. Yeah, they got their second and third 14th place finish, I believe. Okay, no, their second 14th was event 6. They got their third 14th event 7. But yeah,
Yeah.
after that medal, it's just not been good for them. I mean, they had some top half finishes, but they've like after event 9, they fall into last. So not great.
Yeah. If you know me, you know I'm a lover of consistency and linear scoring. And I do believe just from the eye test, Electric Energy, linear scoring, they would be in last. Because they have one silver and they have a bunch of other terrible results.
Yeah.
Not being consistent has Electric Energy been.
Consistent. No, they've been consistently not good out of that one silver.
Mm.
So like event 9, how was the last place? Okay, much better than what the party crashers were doing, I will say at the very least.
Yeah, no, it's not even close. Like
literally double the
green.
score of the party crashers at this point.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
50,
yeah, no,
56 to
Party Crashers
28.
were historically bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, wait. How did the party crashers finish again? They finished with
They
49.
finished with 49. So
Every team has
everyone's
been
past the Party Crashers already.
That's crazy.
Yeah. With 3 events to go,
Oh my
which
god.
is mad. I think it only happened after event 9 because the Electric Energy and Pastry Party were under.
Yeah.
But shall we go on to event 8 first?
Um I mean, we could talk a little bit more about like how we felt about Uphill Drag. I don't think we talk about like the actual event itself. So,
Yeah, true. It was me and Angus in comms. It was a short but sweet event, as what I would describe it as. Like, it's not the biggest screamer, but like it's a classic
yeah.
in TBN especially, and like it was
Yeah.
quite fun.
I do think
And I
using
liked how they go.
advancement was interesting. I think it was overall a bit more it was better because of advancement because I mean, I'll be frank, Uphill Drag like on its own not the most interesting event, like just objectively, but I don't know. I think it worked out here.
Yeah, it was a very decent event, I'd say. Um, yeah, I agree. The advancement made it a bit more interesting, probably. But yeah,
Also, Poseidon's getting their best run at the finals. That's pretty neat.
yeah, it was really really close for the gold.
I think the Windbreakers, now that I think about it, got the worst run out of everyone. Yeah, 106.8. I think that's
The
Windbreakers.
Windbreaker. Oh, I don't like to see that. The Windbreakers are my favorite TBN team.
I mean,
So
I
I
like
feel like they've done good in test runs before, but like I guess not this one.
this one. And they were like good in block pushing too. So like, I don't know. Like I thought the strength would have helped them here. Clearly not.
Apparently not. No, this is not a very strength based event unless you're at Time Watchers and you just do good in both. But I don't think Poseidons or Greyskills did that well in block pushing. I mean, Greyskills are fiber optics, obviously.
No, Grayscale was another one. I'm actually
And Blue
surprised they did
Moon.
pretty well because like I thought like from what I think Emp said once, like the main reason that the fiber optic marbles generally tend to be bad in block pushing is that they have like a lot of collision with each other. So they have like a lot of friction with each
I
other. So
didn't actually know that.
I could have sworn
I
that's
thought
what
it
Emp
was a
said.
matter of just being. I thought it was a matter of just being like not as dense. But maybe that's not a case for all the fiber optics. Maybe it's just specific ones. Because the Greyskills didn't get lost in block pushing.
Yeah,
And
that's second.
they beat 4 teams. But yeah, I think we've exhausted uphill drag.
Yeah. Um,
I want to get into water race because oh my goodness, history made in the water race.
yeah.
I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're obviously talking about how the bottom three all have the end with the word We got Rover,
Dude, you
Pincer,
read my
and
mind.
River. Oh wait, Rover and River
Yeah.
here. Yo, very similar sounding. Both did pretty bad.
I bet that's never happened in a Marble Invites event before.
I don't know. It could.
That's it could have been.
Yeah.
But no, I'm obviously talking about how Poseidons go back to back, which is the first time in Marble Invites history. Time Watchers almost did in like if you count like season 2 finale to season 3 event 1, but of
I
course a
wouldn't.
certain even if yeah, even if you do count that, a certain Green Lotus kind
Yeah,
of
a
came in
certain
clutch.
Green Lotus whose
So
72 points are currently losing to half the field who's only competed in 9 events.
yeah, but not last and miles ahead of last, so like that's fine.
That's fair.
Finale aura means that it was all worth it.
Also, I just realized like they put like there's a Laserized member named Lesser.
Yeah, although
Like,
they weren't lesser than most of the marbles here. Fifth place is solid.
yeah.
Everyone laughed.
Eh. Anyway, so obviously there's like with the current there was obviously difference um in the currents. So the times between Heat 1 and 2 obviously massive difference. Heat also the finals was also a lot slower than the others. So assuming it was like slower there for the current.
Yeah, the current just got slower, and there was not much we could have done about that. I think yeah, it is something we should talk about how how we would deal with this because it was a big talking point of how we would deal with this in the committee. Um, but I think we handled it pretty well. Like in hindsight, maybe I would have given the three teams that got consolation points three, so that like fifth place in both heats get the same points, and sixth place in both heats get the same points, and seventh place. But I know me saying that could be interpreted as bias because Golden Cheeses were one of those teams that got consolation points. Another thing we could have done was like maybe a consolation race,
I
but
think Spetty would have wanted to do that, but like at that point the rain had stopped. So
yeah, so that might have not been possible.
yeah.
But I think this is better than like doing nothing about it, which obviously would have been pretty unfair because like it's not even close. Like you can clearly tell the times were way different,
Yeah, like
or maybe the Heat 2 marbles were all just I don't know.
maybe they were. I think last place of the ones that finished from Heat 1. Okay, there's Time Watcher's also having a sticker, I just realized. But 33.17 compared to the best of Heat 2, which I think was the Laser Eyes with about 45 seconds. So a 12-second difference between the worst of the better Heat and the best of the worst Heat.
Yeah, the laser eyes went crazy in Heat 2. They were like 2 seconds ahead of second place. It was mad. Um,
Also, like a fair amount
but
of
yeah,
DNFs. Rover, Pincer, Voltage, Fiddler all suffered from the unfinishing.
yeah. And the funny thing is that even if you get stuck in the slower Heat, you still don't get consolation points because why would you?
Because we know who
But
knows, you could have
just
been
skill issue.
better. I mean, hey, at least they finished.
Exactly.
Unlike the ones in the slower Heat, unlike Pincer, his skill issued.
Yeah.
Some other things I'd like to
But
mention. Shady, I think, is like, I think among, I like pretty good. I think. Normally in
yeah,
they kind of stunk here. They lost to fate. They lost to the Golden Cheeses Reserve.
hey, put some respect on Feta's name. They have a gold.
Their name
But
rhymes with
I think
Feta.
a lot speaking about well, I actually think it's pronounced Feta, which is something I learned recently. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure I've pronounced it Feta before in my videos, but it's Feta.
this is a true
Anyway,
Feta male moment.
about thank you, Biscuit. Everyone's
Don't-
stopped watching. They've clicked off now.
okay, I can always turn you
But
into a
yeah,
frosted marble right now.
that's a crime. You'd never do that. Yeah,
YG.
frosted marbles and duo events, two things I don't vibe with. But
Okay.
yeah, about the grayscales and the time watchers. Interestingly enough, the top two in the standings at this point, they both got 5 points from this event somehow, because time watchers got 11th and then grayscales got 13th with the two consolation points. So the lead did not shrink or grow, which I feel like that's a very interesting special case.
That's really funny. It's just yeah, but after event 8, something truly tragic happened, and I think for the first time this season, Pastry Party officially fell to last place.
Oh no.
This is so
Who could have
sad.
seen this coming?
No one, because we all thought they were gonna win all 12 golds.
Yeah. No one could have seen this coming. Pastry Party. At this point, it's not looking great. They and the Electric Energy were still a bit far behind the rest, although not that by that much. Like Pastry Party still at a fourth in block pushing, but aside from that, no double-digit point finishes.
Yeah, and the
But then, of course,
last,
that all changes in the elimination race.
yeah, elimination race. I would go on to that, but I think there's some things I'd like to talk about in water race. First of all, I can't believe we haven't brought this up yet. John Jolt's medal.
Oh my God! Yeah, how could I forget? John Jolt's dead last in the standings. Huge medal for them
Yeah,
and Viridian League's first podium in Marble Invites. Also, back to Event 7, Marble Clash Competition's first gold in Marble Invites, and
oh
then they
yeah,
followed up with a second gold.
yeah, yeah. That's kind of nuts. Actually, wait, I'm trying to see like which. Okay, yeah. Obviously, Joker's Marble League is doing the best. Total points what? I think.
I think total points wise,
Actually,
JBL Cup
wait.
took the lead fairly recently
Oh, maybe they have.
from Makeshift, because Makeshift Marble runs with Wishful Spheroids have had it for a while, and JML. I think they're
Uh,
passed by JBL and JML and even TBN.
yeah.
Actually, quite a lot of teams have passed them now
I mean,
after
to be
Event
fair,
9.
and to be
But
fair to the Wishful Spheroids, one of their seasons was an 8 event season. So the fact that it lasted this long is honestly impressive. Or
yeah, cause
just
I mean, it goes to show how good they were in both seasons.
yeah, especially season 1. They were like excellent in season 1.
Yeah, I think the Blood Moons in season 1 is still the best single season Marble Invites performance we've seen. But obviously, Time Watchers are trying to go for that this time. And I'm pretty sure they'd be on pace to get the best season. I don't know, I haven't calculated, but like,
I'm
if anyone wanted to do
yeah.
that, I feel like Time Watchers are on course for it.
All right, I'm looking at
But
the
of course, many things can change.
I'm looking at like some statistics, and I just realized that uh, the Green Lotus's season was worse than the Jade Jockeys.
Well, is
Like
that a
points,
surprise to
like
literally
points
anyone?
wise. Like
Oh,
Jade Jockeys got 77, Green Lotus got 72.
yeah, the Jade Jokers were good, and the Green Lotus were not very good. Still a gold though. Still a gold.
Yeah,
We got our first gold last season, so that was faster than some comps. I
yeah.
feel like.
What are things that we mentioned? Aquarius getting a fourth, which I think kind of funny because Aqua's in the name.
Yeah, you know it's Aquarius because it's the blue starlight. I feel like Spenny felt he was really smart when he was naming that marble, but yeah, Starlight's almost got a third medal of the season. Still only two, and still no golds for a very gold heavy team.
But
Quite
still
interesting,
pretty
but
high in the
they're
standings.
very consistent. Yeah, they're very consistent.
It'd be a shame if they got a
Fourth
lead
after
Q
event
point.
8.
If it'd be a shame if they got a lead Q point.
Yeah, surely that'd never
That
happen.
would never happen.
That would never happen. One more thing I want to mention in the commentary box, Jet and Bats, absolutely iconic, and they killed it. It was so good to see them back in the commentary
Absolute cinema.
box. Absolute cinema indeed.
Also, no test run, which I think.
Yeah, but I mean, can you blame Spenny
Yes, I
for
can.
not doing a test run? You
Yes.
can.
Yeah,
Okay.
he should have just controlled the weather.
Yeah, he should have been Poseidon.
Exactly.
Wait, no.
And if he were
Is Poseidon the weather god? No, Poseidon's not the weather god. They're the ocean god or
he could
something. I don't
well
know my Greek
he could
mythology.
like
Okay.
put water there or something to make it watery.
This is why Poseidon's won, to make it
Exactly.
watery.
Yeah, kind of ironic because
Yeah.
like also River got 14th, so clearly just being water themed. Actually, River kind of like River. I think is a really good marble in Marble Machine Mania, at least at some point in time. So the fact that they got
Yeah,
14th here, uh, kind of unfortunate.
yeah, I believe they were the like MVP spotlight for the team that we did before the season. Shout out to Quack for those.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you, what do you think of this event? Because me personally, this is one of my favorites of the season. That final was so good. The Poseidon's battle with the Jolts and the Pixies, so good. I loved it.
Well, I think in a perfect world we would have had like the pool underwater race. But this was still really fun.
Yeah, that's true. That would be more like I guess accurate to TBN.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think the battle in this one was like really like
Yeah.
tense, and it was like a really long battle that lasted a long time, and it was just great to see.
Yeah.
I'd say that and tag team funnels, and of course the elimination race are probably my events of the season so far.
I'm sorry. Did you say tag team
All three.
funnels? Like the duo event?
Yeah. Yeah, shocker. I like tag team funnels.
Okay, so I
It
think I got the
was
wrong
great.
guy.
Also, who are you and what you have you done with ramen?
Yeah.
No, but I think part of the reason why I love tag team funnels is because the editing in that event, it was class. The animation of the marbles as they finished, it was so good. You don't see that often in CCs, but I think we really went all out with that, and I'm really proud of it.
Y'all, does he know?
Hmm.
Does he know?
What do I not know? Is there something I'm missing?
Do you know? Does he know?
Does who know?
He doesn't know. Anyway, elimination race.
Someone please inform me. I'm scared and confused.
Elimination race. Anyway, yeah, obviously best event of the season so far, in my opinion.
One of the best, I'd say. I don't know if I'd put it in absolute best, but I guess that just goes to show the quality. It's been very consistent, very good, in
So
my
yeah,
opinion.
elimination race. A lot of interesting things happened. First of all, Barry Lasters.
Very lasters. That should catch on.
Yeah,
Hopefully that catches on.
I mean, I think SMT is happening. I don't know how the Barry Blasters did, but hopefully, eventually, one day they'll get last, and we can call them the Barry Lasters.
Yeah. It actually Barry can be substituted with very. So it's kind of like you're calling them very lasters. Isn't that funny?
This is so comical.
Laugh. Yeah.
So a lot of things happened this event. First of all, Pi got a silver for the team, which means first ever biscuit brawl medal, first ever pastry party medal, first ever biscuit
And
brawl
basketball
medal.
battle.
It
And a
also,
much needed one.
I don't know. Is this the first time we've been above 12th in the standings? I'm gonna have to check.
It would not
No,
surprise
no,
me
we were in 11th after
based
block
on.
pushing.
Oh, what do you look at that?
So we're back to
But yeah, I believe
just being mediocre.
this means that every competition in Marble Invite Season 3 at least has a medal because every team has a medal except for the Abstract Aquatics, and I have a sneaking suspicion they did have some medals in previous seasons.
That's
I
crazy, though.
think.
I thought they got fourth every event.
Mm. But yeah, a much needed one for Pastry Party. And that final was so close.
That
Them with the Green Dragons.
that
The
was
Green Dragons, the switchback
it was a
with the
little
Pastry Party.
heartbreaking.
It was absolute cinema.
A little heartbreaking to say the
Absolute
least.
cinema.
I actually want to talk about Spider right now because I'm looking at Spider's run right now, and it's actually really interesting. Because like near the beginning of the event, they were near the bottom, like 12th in round 2, 10th in round 3, 10th in round 4, ninth. But after round 7, something switched to them. They got 4th and 5th, and then round
Yeah.
9 onwards, first in round 9, first in round 10, second in round 11. I think round 12 they got first, round 13 they got first. So it was looking really good for Spider, But then all of a sudden they got third overall, which is a little
Bro
disappointing.
was
But
conserving energy. Bro was trying to do the anglerfish strat from last season, Marine Team anglerfish. I feel like they did the same thing. At least they had a lot of wins, and Spider basically the same. Poseidon's also had 3 wins and only got fifth. But like at some point, I was thinking like Poseidon's third gold in a row. Could it happen?
oh yeah, we were thinking that, especially after the Time Watchers got eliminated, because like I think I'm gonna have to check real quick. Um, 25. No, okay, just wait. Actually, yeah, Poseidon's if they had wait, Time Watchers get 10 points, which means okay, never mind. But Poseidon's would not have passed the Time Watchers with a gold.
No, but they would have like pretty much closed that gap
It would have been like a
almost
5 point
fully.
gap. So,
Yeah. But I mean, that fifth makes the Poseidons like by far and away the most high scoring team in this stretch.
oh yeah, yeah,
Like, I
especially
don't think it's close. I don't think
double.
anyone else even got 2 medals, so
Yeah, double
it has
gold
to be
in
Poseidons
fifth. That's like I think the second best quarter stretch we've seen so far.
after Time Watchers
After time
in the
watchers,
first three.
first three events were just nuts. And look at the back. Okay,
Yeah.
first of all, Kappa DNFs immediately,
Yeah,
and
there was such a close, tense battle for last place across the line in that first race, and it didn't even matter because Kappa just gets eliminated. And Luzzer, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, or is it Loser?
I think it's Lusser.
After just getting okay, if it's Luzzer, I'll say Luzzer. They got saved. Their got saved in round one, and then they immediately get eliminated in round two. Isn't that funny?
That is quite comical. Yeah, back to the Whitecaps. I want to say I believe this is their third dead last finish so far this season.
Yeah, yeah. It's they're either dead last or they're just like good. I believe outside the two three last, they've only gotten top halves. So even just with 1 medal and with 3 dead last, they're still like not that low. They're in 10th, but they're in that like huge bottom half
Yeah, I'd like to
close
mention. I
pack.
believe for the JBL Cup, this is the sixth dead last finish for the JBL Cup.
The sixth dead last finish.
Yeah, I think Nice and I got
That's
two in
crazy.
season one. They got one in season two, and now they have three in season three.
So JBL Cup probably has the most last places, but they're also the most they're the highest in points all time.
Wholly
It's quite
inconsistent.
interesting. Yeah,
Which I actually
wholly
find kind of funny
inconsistent.
because like I think their teams also quite inconsistent. I think most of them have at least one season that's like good, even in just 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So I just found that kind of funny.
So I guess it's on brand.
Yeah,
But I think we should talk about the Green Dragons because I feel like we haven't talked enough about the Green Dragons in general in this season. And then
I
they
think that's
win
understandable
gold.
though, because let's be frank, Green Dragon season, kind of the funniest thing ever. Not gonna lie. Yeah, all their finishes are between 8th and 11th. Actually, I think you're talking about that like sometime sooner. But yeah, this is the funniest season so far. Like immensely mid.
And then random gold out of nowhere. I think the funny thing is the Time Watchers did something similar last season. Like they started with the gold obviously and then they had like a bunch of very mid finishes, but like no bad finishes. So maybe Green Dragons were like, "Oh, hey, I want to be like the Time Watchers. Let's just do that." And then they just forgot to win gold in the first event.
Well, they won gold
That's
here now.
canonical. They won gold here now. Yeah, that's something. Maybe this is their title run because they're fifth in the standings, which is I feel like definitely by far the highest they've been in the standings.
Surely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still a significant like 9 points to get to fourth, and to get to the podium, they need a gold, I think. So they need to get another gold,
Oh yeah.
and even with
They need
another
gold and then
gold,
like one of those guys to get dead last.
even if they get a gold, like they cannot pass either the Grayscales or Poseidons.
Oh yeah, because both of them have 2 golds and another medal.
So really, this is kind of
So
a
no
fight between the
podium.
top four right now, mostly top three. But Starlights, I guess, could make a run eventually.
Actually, on topic of the Starlights, in the upcoming events, I know we're gonna get to it, but biathlon, they're touted, I think, as one of the favorites for that event because Starlight's and Gravitrax moment.
I mean, yeah, that and a lot of teams don't really do biathlon, so
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah. Um, so they have the experience of this, and I think that'll help them out quite a bit.
Yeah. Do we want to talk anything about elimination race
You know what?
before we move
You
on?
want to talk about back to Lusser. If we went by total drama rules, they would have gotten last place.
What's total drama rules?
Total drama. Total drama. You remember Lindsay in Total Drama Island?
I haven't watched Total Drama Island yet. I'll watch it at some point.
See if
Don't
I
kick me out, please.
if I already hadn't turned you into a frosted marble, this is where I would have turned you into a frosted marble.
No, this is cruel and unusual punishment. I don't deserve this fate.
Unusual is definitely true.
Yeah.
I'm actually changing you again. You see, I had this cool kind of windbreakers looking marble that you were before, but now you're some stinky white and yellow marble.
White and yellow marble. I can get behind that. I can get behind white and yellow.
You'd be
As long as
surprised.
it's nice and glossy and not frosted.
Who's gonna tell him?
It's frosted, isn't it? I don't like you.
I know. So yeah, I'm not gonna explain this. If you know, you know. For Luzzer, for the total drama rules, that is. Yeah. I think that is enough for elimination race. I think we talked about.
Yeah. I guess the other thing we haven't really mentioned is how the format is interesting. The final is only three marbles, and then that determines the medals. I know that's how Spenny does it in TBN, but yeah, it's different to how we've done it in Marble Invite Season 1 and Season 2.
I think personally, I would have
But it
preferred
means,
it to have the final two have one more round. No bias whatsoever.
oh yeah.
No bias.
Well,
I mean, as like an actual
without
finale,
bias, actually.
with
Yeah,
okay,
I
honestly,
agree.
that
But
final finale was kind of fire though.
it was. Maybe Pi would have been too goated. They would have won by like 5 seconds in the final race if it was just them and Green Dragons. So like, we had to prevent that from happening a little bit. Just
Yeah, precisely.
end it after this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all we should talk about for elimination race. So, let's talk about what events are coming up.
Yeah, a very interesting final three stretch because I don't think any of these events are very common in lots of comps. So not a lot of experience. It's biathlon, curling, and
Oh
marathon.
yeah, this is
Now
gonna be a
I feel like many comps have marathon, but it's very differently formatted in every competition that it's hard to apply that to here.
yeah, that's true.
Biathlon is pretty unique, and curling, I don't feel like that many comps have done it.
I'm trying to think who has done curling. Like I know there's colossal
Well, okay,
curly for the
here's
Pixies.
here's where I will come in and glaze my own team. If the Golden Cheeses are gonna do well in any event in this season, it's curling. They've done curling, like just classic normal curling twice. Second in season 1 and first in season 2. And I don't know who else in Marble Invite season 3 has a curling medal at all, let alone two. So if there's any Golden Cheeses cook fest, it's curling, surely.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about which events Pastry Party have competed. Biathlon. No, that was only in season one, and that was only for the main league, which they didn't qualify for. Curling, I haven't done. Marathon was also in season one in the A League, which they didn't qualify for. I'm sensing an issue for these final three for Pastry Party.
Lack of experience.
Yeah, perhaps.
Pastry, just like balancing, how you were the only team to not do balancing, and I don't think it worked out very well. So
Yeah.
you might be cooked.
I mean, that's kind of funny because I think like Elimination Race is an event Pastry Party has done like every single season, and obviously they came out with a silver here. So I think experience kind of does work out for this marbles, especially like relay. They haven't done relay yet, and they got last.
Wow, so maybe pastry party are experienced merchants.
Yeah, and like yeah, they're good in the events they're experienced in. It's just that we do not we do not offer a lot of experience in the useful Marble Invites events.
Hey, if Gauntlet Run is ever in Marvel Invites, I think you're pretty covered. I've got you covered.
I don't even remember if
Or I
Pastry
don't
Party's
know,
like good in Gauntlet
Decathlon.
Run.
Well, they'll have done it, which is more than most teams.
That's fair.
But yeah, I want to talk about biathlon because there was a very interesting debate that we had on the committee on who's going to win biathlon because Spenny was touting Starlights as undisputed goats of Gravitrax, never going to be beaten in biathlon.
They're getting 14th.
So we'll see. We'll see. They're getting 14. They're gonna get stuck on the Gravitrax lanes.
Yeah, they're gonna get 14. They're gonna. I think they're gonna have a decent time. I think they're gonna mess up a bit on the shooting section though.
Yeah, because biathlon, I don't know if we've really explained how it's gonna work. There will be the Gravitrax slalom part and then the shooting part. And in my humble opinion, it's been balanced pretty well, and it'll be fire.
Yeah. Actually, maybe like participation in like aiming like events because like obviously that shooting section is really important. So.
Yeah, but that's more about going far rather than
Oh right, yeah.
like being
I got confused
accurate.
with like a different
Biathlon.
biathlon. Yeah, there's a lot of biathlons. Very confusing.
Yeah, so maybe the teams that are good at distance drag would be better at the shooting. I don't
Hey,
know.
you know
It's
what
still a bit
event?
different
You know
from
what
like
event Pastry Party hasn't done? Distance drag.
distance drag.
I'm sensing an issue
They
here.
have done it now,
Oh yeah, they have. They did pretty good, I
and
think.
they got seventh. Not bad. Seventh.
Yay! The cook session is
Maybe
real.
pastry party will. Maybe pastry party. Maybe they'll be slow. Maybe they'll do really well in the shooting.
Well, no, it's
Who
also
knows?
Gravitrax, which it was an elimination race, which they did good in. So
Yeah, but
pa-
it's laned Gravitrax. It's
Pastry
a completely
Party
different
cook
beast,
session is inevitable.
and other things you can tell yourself to sleep better at night.
Okay.
I'm so getting kicked off, aren't I?
It's okay. What one more crack like that, I'm turning you into a speckled marble.
Unironically, I would prefer that over frosted.
That's
Unironically,
crazy. That's
speckled
good.
marbles at least have a little smidge of aura.
That's cool. I have this pretty cool glow in the dark one. I think that would fit you quite well.
Hey, that wouldn't even be a punishment. That would just be a compliment. That'd be
Okay.
a reward.
Okay, well I guess I'm not doing that then.
Oh, I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. Or he's trying to trick me. Maybe he really doesn't like it and he's trying to make me and he's trying to, force me to not do it by thinking he likes it.
Yeah, it's all the mind games, and I have no idea what I actually want.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Which
is there
means
anything else we should talk about that we
there's only one
haven't about
logical
these three events?
yeah, about these three events. I don't think we talked about the Blue Moons, who've been kind of stinking it up for these three events.
Yeah, the Blue Moons have 11 points.
11.
Decent in uphill drag, but then dead last in water race and 12th in
Bro didn't
event
even
9.
finish.
Bro didn't even finish. Bro didn't even get consolation points.
Bro, I think it was Pincer that was in the bad. Is the bad heat though with the consolation
Oh,
points.
yeah. So Pincer didn't even get consolation points.
Another
But yeah,
thing,
no, Blue Moons. Yeah, go on.
every team can still win, which isn't too surprising normally, but considering Party Crashers last season, I felt like it was important to mention.
Yeah, I think that's more down to like no one being terrible this season. Like everyone's crossed 50 points already, which is nice to see. Um, and Time Watchers have slowed down a little bit. It's gone to just 5 medals in 9 events as opposed to 5 medals in 7.
Yeah.
But they've slowed down just enough to keep everyone in contention. But yeah, still so much to do for most teams if they want to even sniff that first place. Time Watchers haven't left first place overall. I want to mention that.
Oh yeah.
They have not left first overall.
I don't see it happening anytime soon. I think it's if they're going to lose the lead, it's going to be at that final event.
It's gonna be at that final event. That'd be cinema.
That'd be tragic. Unless it's a patient party,
It'd be funny.
then it'd be amazing.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Are there any
But
teams we
yeah.
haven't talked about like at all? I don't think so.
Um, I feel like we've covered everyone. I feel like we haven't talked about the abstract aquatics enough because they're in 15th place. This is
They're
even worse. It's looking
washed.
even worse
They're
than the
washed.
get it because they're aquatics. They're washed.
They're washed. They're losing to the QML representative.
Yeah, and when that's happening, you know you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Um, but this is looking even worse than the Blood Moons last season, which was already kind of underwhelming. But at least the Blood Moons had a gold in funnels.
The funnel
Abstract Aquatics
winners.
have been consistent, and to be fair to them, they also kind of half cooked in funnels with the reserve, but their other marble did nothing, so they only got fourth or
Yeah.
fifth. Was it? It was fifth.
Yeah. It looks. I think it was. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. It was fourth or fifth.
It was fifth. Time Watchers got fourth. It was their first non-medal of the season.
Okay.
But yeah, still close to medal.
So yeah. I think that's. Is that all? It kind of feels like all. We've been
It
talking
kind of
for
feels like all.
we've
I
been talking
mean,
for over 40 minutes, so I think this is a good place to end things off.
yeah, this is the last myths episode, I guess, before
The finale.
everyone knows everything,
Yeah.
before the finale, before the Golden Cheeses win their 3 goals in a row and
Before they
win
get
the
three
season.
dead lasts in a row and finished in 17th place, with the 16th
Impossible.
place being the Party Crashers.
No.
They're gonna.
If anyone's getting 17th place, it's Party Crashers.
No, like after event 9. How many points you got? Okay, yeah. After event 9, you're gonna get all dead last finishes, and the Party Crashers will win 3 gold medals to pass you.
Yes. Party
Party
Crashers in
Crashers,
the season.
the best Marble Invites team.
The best Marble Invites team. I don't know if that season will ever get. I mean, we'd have to wait for season 4 for any season to be worse. Now we categorically know everyone's past the 50 mark.
No one
But
is
I guess the bigger,
garbage.
more important question is, will the Time Watchers or someone else somehow do better than Blood Moon season 1?
What was the Blood Moon season 1? How many points did I get?
I don't have that off the top of my head. It was like 120 points or something crazy.
Let's
And that's
take
in 8 events.
let's take a look, perhaps.
So just doing some calculations. Um, 120 points in 8 events would be 180 points in 12 events. Did I mess that up? No, that 180 points
I mean, okay,
in 12 events.
yeah. I mean,
I know
Blood
it's easier
Moon's
to get a better points per event in less events, but still.
blood. So 180. I mean, that's not impossible to get. Um, but
I
that means
mean,
the Time Watchers need
it's
55
not even
points.
possible for the Grayscales and Poseidons would need 3 goals. If they don't get 3 goals, they can't beat 180. And the Time Watchers need not 3 goals, but still
They need
they would need
55
like
points.
3 medals realistically, or like 2 goals and like a decent finish.
Or a mediocre finish. I think 2 goals in like an 11th would be enough.
Yeah, that does it. That puts them exactly. I mean, yeah, I don't think anyone's beating Blood Moon's points per event, but there is still an argument to be made that whoever wins the season is the best. We'll see if it beats the Abstract Aquatics from last season of 134.
134. That's not too hard to beat.
That's
That's only
beatable.
only like
That's
3 points
nine
behind.
points behind ahead of Time Watchers. Yeah. Time Watchers are on. It would take a generational fumble for Time Watchers to miss out.
I mean, even then, I think if they miss out, I think one of the Grayscales or Poseidons could potentially make a move for that spot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I think that's everything we want to talk about. So thank you, Robin, for coming out to the show.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. I love yapping
Yeah,
about marbles, as you can probably tell,
well, that's
and I'm
crazy.
really glad I got to go on.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. With the final Mitts episode for season 3 at the very least, because I plan to do this again for season 4 if I can. So Also, I guess I can announce the special guest. Now, provided a perfect scenario, I'm gonna have to check it. Actually, they did respond in a couple weeks. All right. So one guest that I know is coming on for sure. Do we do the drum roll? Do you want to do the drum roll? It's Emperor, the Emperor
Yippee!
from Marble Sports
Let's go,
Games.
Amp.
Okay, a host of Marble Invite Season 2. Now, if things go according to plan, we might also be getting Pesky, the host of Marble Invite Season 1.
The trio, Biscuit, Amp, and Pesky.
Yeah,
That would be fire.
yeah, all the hosts of Marble Invites.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the yeah, I hosted Marble Invite Season 3. This is all me.
Or maybe Marble Invite Season host. Oh, did I spoil something?
Dude, you weren't supposed to do that. All right, you know what? It's about time.
My bad.
Third frosted marble. You're now the white and red frosted marble.
No. I'm surprised it took this long, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean you've become all three frosted marbles in a matter
I've got
of
to leave.
less than an hour.
I've got to go before I become more frosted.
I don't think I have any more frosted marbles.
Still, any amount of frost is frosted enough.
All right. Uh, I think that's all. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, this is Rip Biscuit signing off. Also, Pumpkin Patch Goated.
See ya.